I want to talk about these heroes that died for us and died for Afghans and died defending what we stand for and why Biden should be absolutely ashamed of himself. All right. I want to just show you this. Afghanistan, August 26, 2021. The flag flying at half-mast. For those who gave all. And then another solid image. We lost a bunch of Marines and someone in the Navy, a corpsman, which is essentially a medic, but for the Navy. There is a difference, by the way. I want to honor these guys. You know, they died defending not only Americans, but Afghans that were just trying to live free. And the biggest part about this is they did not need to die. Completely unnecessary. They did not need to die. And it's because of Biden. So I have a few articles. Oddly enough, New York Post had a lot of different information about them. As I kept looking, I was finding other sources, but the New York Post, I mean, they'll report on a lizard, finding a yellow lizard in an area where there's only orange ones, because they're ridiculous like that. But every so often, I mean, the New York Post, they knock it out of the park. Navy corpsman killed in Kabul identified as Maxton Soviek. Here he is right here. He is the Navy corpsman. We don't know all the Marine members yet. So he is one of at least 13 U.S. service members who were killed in the explosion in Kabul. Yep. He's a young man from Ohio. Maxton Soviek, a Navy hospital corpsman in his early 20s, was killed in Thursday's blast while stationed outside of Hamid Karzai International Airport, helping to oversee the evacuation of thousands of Americans and Afghan allies, his family said. Soviek's last Instagram post, written 11 weeks ago, shared a chilling message beside a photo of him decked out in military gear with two other service members. He said, "It's killed or be killed." And he says, definitely want to try to be on the kill side. A woman who identified herself as Soviek's older sister, who goes by Marilyn Soviek on Instagram, penned a heartbreaking post about her brother's death. "I've never been one for politics, and I'm not going to start now. What I will say is that my beautiful, intelligent, beat to the sound of his own drum, annoying, charming baby brother was killed yesterday, helping to save lives. He's a hero, and he died one." Here is the Instagram post that they were referring to. He was a medic. They killed a medic. These people don't care. Here he is right here. Such a young man. He should have died old. Look at this kid. This did not need to happen. Father of U.S. Marine killed in Kabul. He says Biden turned his back on his son. And he did. Says here. This is Nikoy's father, Steve Nikoy, told the Daily Beast Biden turned his back on his son Kareem. "They sent my son over there as a paper pusher and then had the Taliban outside providing security." Says, "I blame my own military leaders. Biden turned his back on him, and that's it." This is another young man. I don't want to get his name wrong. Yeah, Kareem. New York Post has a great list of all of them. Here's Maxton. This is the naval corpsman. Just a kid. He graduated high school in 2017. Here's Kareem. Young man. Kareem was from Norco, California. His father didn't even recognize his son had been killed until a clutch of Marines showed up at his door. Said he hadn't gone to bed all night. He's still in shock. I don't blame him. Look, my brother's a Marine. I have so much respect for these guys. I'll be honest. I'm fighting back tears right now. Because this is heartbreaking. It's hard to read this stuff. You know, and it's so frustrating to see the President of the United States say, I take responsibility, but it's not my fault. It is your fault, Joe Biden. You did this. These guys, these American heroes, their blood is on your hand. David Lee Espinoza, 20-year-old Marine. This man was born the year the war started. Our thoughts and prayers will remain with the family of the United States fallen Marine David Espinoza, as well as to his friends and fellow Marines. Semper Fi. Thank you for your service. He's 20 years old. I've almost lived twice the life that this man has. And he died defending us. Mr. Espinoza, a Laredo Marine killed in Afghanistan, embodied the values of America. Grit, dedication, service, and valor. When he joined the military after high school, he did so with the intention of protecting our nation and demonstrating his selfless acts of service. That was from Representative Henry Mccullum, a Democrat in Texas. I mourn him and all his fallen heroes in Afghanistan. My heart goes out to the Espinoza family in this extremely difficult time. The brave never die, and Mr. Espinoza is a hero. Damn straight he is. This is another young man. This one's devastating. Riley Mccullum. He's from Wyoming. He was on his first deployment, and he had just gotten married. And he was 3 weeks away from being a dad. I think this is the one that really kills me. 3 weeks away from being a dad when he was killed. Excuse me. He was determined to be in the infantry. He wanted to be a history teacher and a wrestling coach when he finished serving his country. He's a tough, kind, loving kid who made an impact on everyone he met. His joke and wit brought so much joy. Sorry, guys. The kid's gonna grow up hopefully knowing that his father was a hero. Man, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Jared Schmitz. He was a lance corporal from St. Charles County, Missouri. Quote, his life meant so much more. I'm so incredibly devastated that I won't be able to see the man that he was very quickly growing into becoming. Schmitz's father, Mark Schmitz, told the outlet. The heartbroken dad said to his son, who always dreamed of being a soldier, was on his first deployment and was sent to Afghanistan from Jordan. He was notified of his son's death at 2:40 a.m. State Representative Nick Schroer penned a Facebook post about the death. Please pray for Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, who paid the ultimate sacrifice yesterday, serving our nation. This young Marine went from St. Charles County and is a true American hero. Keep his family in your prayers today. Hunter Lopez, 22. These are young men. Oh man, sorry. Lopez was a corporal who hailed from California and planned to follow his parents' footsteps and become a sheriff's deputy once he was done with deployment. The Riverside Sheriff's Association released a statement on behalf of Lopez's parents, Riverside Deputy Sheriff Alicia Lopez and Riverside Sheriff's Captain Herman Lopez, the outlet reported. We are heartbroken to hear the sad news about Hunter, who chose to follow a life of service, selflessness, courage, and sacrifice like his parents. Hunter was a Riverside Sheriff's Explorer Scout with the Palm Desert Station from September 2014 to August 2017. The RSA said Lopez was assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines, who answered the call to serve, defend, and protect our nation. Hunter was the victim of vicious evil and was killed because he wore a United States Marine uniform with love and pride. Our entire community feels the anguish, and we mourn the death of Hunter. Like his parents who serve our community, being a Marine to Hunter wasn't a job, it was a calling. He loved his family, and as we grieve for Hunter and his fellow Marines taken from us too soon, there are simply no words to express how deeply he will be missed. Semper Fi. They didn't need to die. I think I'm going to be a dad soon. I mean, it's not like I'm pregnant, but, you know, I'm in this stage in my life where I'm ready to be a dad. And that crushed me, man. I got to give a shout out to Robert Wiles. This is from his bar, actually. This is from Robert Wiles' bar. And the owner said, "You set out 13 beers for those servicemen who aren't coming home." Thank you, Robert. Thanks for sending that to me. And thank that guy, because that's dope. That's dope. That was really tough. That was really tough to get through. I'm alright. I'm alright. You know what? I'm gonna pour one out for these guys, and cheers. To all those that have lost their lives for us. All right.